The Intergalactic Athletic Championship had been held for 3,000 years, and in that entire history, no species had ever challenged the Valorians' dominance in the 100-kilometer sprint. Their physiology was perfect for running, for powerful legs, aerodynamic bodies, cardiovascular systems that processed oxygen with supernatural efficiency. They had won every single competition, every single year, without exception. Until the humans showed up. The stadium was massive, carved into the surface of Olympus Station, capable of holding 500,000 spectators from across the galaxy. Representatives from 200 worlds had gathered to watch the greatest athletes compete. The Valorians had brought their champion, Kael'vas, a specimen so perfectly evolved for speed that betting agencies had stopped taking wagers on the race months ago. Then the human team arrived. They were impossibly small compared to the other competitors. Bipedal. Fragile-looking. And they were carrying devices that made every species in the stands lean forward in confusion. "What are those?" whispered a Kellian observer to their companion, a floating Harmonian. "Primitive foot coverings, I believe," the Harmonian replied. "Enhanced with what appears to be rubber compounds and synthetic fibers." How quaint. The devices were running shoes. Advanced running shoes, but to an alien observer, they looked almost laughably simple. No energy cells. No gravitational assist. No molecular enhancement. Just fabric, rubber, and clever engineering. The human team captain, a lean woman named Dr. Sarah Mitchell, approached the starting line with her 4 teammates. They looked nervous but determined. The stadium fell silent as the athletes took their positions. The starting pistol fired. What happened next defied expectation. The humans exploded forward with an acceleration that seemed impossible. Their bodies moved in perfect synchronization, their breathing controlled and rhythmic, their foot enhancers, those primitive shoes, propelling them across the track with devastating efficiency. Within the first kilometer, they had caught up to Kael'vas, the legendary Valorian champion. By the 5th kilometer, they had passed him. The stadium erupted into chaos. Spectators were on their feet, screaming. Commentators struggled to process what they were witnessing. A species that had never competed at this level before was dominating one of the greatest athletes in galactic history. Kael'vas pushed harder, drawing on every ounce of his legendary endurance. But the humans didn't falter. Their pace remained steady, controlled, relentless. Sarah Mitchell's face showed pure focus, her body moving with the kind of biomechanical perfection that came from millions of years of evolution as a persistence hunter. The humans had hunted for survival. They had chased prey across African savannas for hundreds of thousands of years before civilization even existed. Long-distance running wasn't just a sport to them, it was encoded in their DNA. At the 50-kilometer mark, Kael'vas began to struggle. His breathing became ragged. His pace slowed. The human team maintained theirs, eating up the remaining distance with methodical precision. Sarah Mitchell crossed the finish line first, followed by her teammate James Rodriguez just seconds later. 2 more humans finished in the top 5. Kael'vas collapsed across the line in 6th place, completely exhausted, his legendary reputation shattered. The stadium fell silent for a moment, then erupted into unprecedented chaos. In the medical bay afterward, as Sarah received her victory medal, reporters swarmed around her with questions. "How did you defeat Kael'vas?" demanded a Valorian journalist, genuine shock in their voice. Sarah smiled, still catching her breath. "We trained. We pushed our bodies to the limit. We understood that endurance isn't just about speed, it's about will, about refusing to quit when everything hurts." "But your foot enhancers," said a Krell analyst. "They're so primitive. No energy augmentation, no technological enhancement beyond basic materials." "That's the point," said James Rodriguez, Sarah's teammate. "We don't need technology to run. We are runners. It's what we do. Those shoes just protect our feet and provide traction." Everything else comes from inside us. The Harmonian commentator, still processing the upset, asked the most important question: will humans compete again? Sarah looked at her team, then back at the cameras broadcasting across the galaxy. Every single year. We'll be back. And we'll keep winning. Because humans don't quit. We don't accept limits. We push, we adapt, we overcome. Within weeks, universities across the galaxy were studying human physiology. Athletic programs were recruiting humans. And the Valorians learned a harsh lesson: sometimes the most primitive solution, combined with determination and millions of years of evolutionary advantage, could defeat the most advanced civilization. Humanity had arrived. And they had arrived running.